Hey everyone, so I've had a few requests from some of you asking me how exactly I blinged up my Chanel compact, as well as just some other things that I've been blinging up recently. And I thought I'd do a quick tutorial and just a little video on it because it's really easy and there's heaps of different ways you can go about getting your stuff blinged up. I'm a real sucker for getting my things really tackly blinged up. This is my phone at the moment. I have a Sidekick. It's really old, but it's awesome. And this I did myself. Like, I blinged that whole thing myself. And yeah, so it basically just looks like that. This cost me in total about $10 to do. Okay, so that's a cheap way. I'm going to tell you about the cheap way to go about blinging up your phone. So some of the different options you have, there's a few companies out there which you can send your phone off to and they will actually do it all for you. They'll stick all the stones on for you, and this most of the time is done with Swarovski crystals, and that's going to cost you around, well, I got a quote for this phone to look about the same as what it looks like with this, and it was going to cost me about $400 or $500. So that's an option. That's for ultimate top-end amazing looking phone. So you can always do that if you have the cash to spend, because then you're going to get a really awesome design and it's just going to look amazing. But if you're like me and you don't really have $500 to spend on sticking Swarovski crystals on your phone, there's a few other options. If you have an iPhone, then it is so easy for you to get an awesome cover for your phone. There's a few companies out there that make pre-blinged up covers that you just clip right on, and I'll put a few links in the sidebar because I found some really awesome sites that do some amazingly detailed covers which are definitely worth checking out. If you go on eBay, you can also order DIY bling packs, which basically come with all the stones and all the little tools, the tweezers and the glue and everything, and templates, so then you can do it that way. So that's a fairly cheap way of doing it. Another way is there's a few little Asian shops around and they sell stickers which are like this, and that's just a full sticker and you can just stick that right on your mobile phone, the back of your phone, and then you don't have to really do anything. You can just stick that right on. So that's one way. Or you can do it the way that I did my phone. Okay, I did my phone with little sheets of crystals. For my phone I use these little pre-adhesed crystal stickers like this. You can pick these up all over the place. If you live near any little of those little Asian cutesy kind of stores that sell phone stuff and clothes and whatever, they most likely sell them. They're about $3 or $4 a packet. So I basically, these ones were all joined together. They're a really easy way to go about it because they're all stuck together and all you need to do is cut them to size, and then you don't have to worry about getting each individual stone and then lying it next to each other, which can take a lot of time. So all I've done there is literally just cut strips of crystals, and then obviously with the little bits there I've had to cut them more fine, and I've just lined it all up, and it took me about 20 minutes or so, and I've just cut the stones to fit. So that's how I did my phone. My phone isn't obviously done with Swarovski crystals, but I've used cheap rhinestones and I find that it looks almost as good as Swarovski, and it's still really sparkly, it still looks really good, but it's just a lot cheaper. And with a mobile phone there's always a chance you're going to drop it or you're going to lose it or something else, so I think it's probably better to go with fake crystals. You can also get the stones individually. This is a good way to go if you want to just do more detailed designs, then you can get individual stones. Pre-adhesed stickers are a really easy way to go. If you're a little bit more creative and you have more time, then what I did for my Chanel cover is I've actually bought the stones separately and I've just used a craft glue like that, or you can use a super glue, or if you're doing a huge project you can use a glue gun. And I've just started off obviously at the centre, making it really neat, and I've just methodically gone out and glued them all on. And then afterwards just give it a little rub over and make sure that the stones are really secure, and then you're good to go. So that's how I did that cover. I just simply bought the stones really cheaply from a craft store and I just glued them on. So there's a few other things you could always put on your phone to bling them up. You can get stickers. These are just some little rhinestone kind of things that I used for my Chanel case. I just bought those quite cheaply and I pieced them. You can also get a bit more creative. You can use buttons and rip the backs off the buttons and glue them on a case, or you can use little Hello Kitty stickers or anything like that. Other little rhinestones. Etsy I cannot praise enough for anything to do with crafty DIY things. So Etsy is a great place to hit up if you're looking for some stones and things to do up your phone. These are a few other things I've done. I had this little cigarette case. I don't smoke, but I use that to keep my bobby pins in, and I just stuck the little pearls on in a polka dot kind of pattern. And I also did the same with, this is my moisturiser, and I just glued the stones on. So blinging up your stuff is really fun, and it's just a really nice way to make something more personal and more you. And definitely the best way to go, I'd say, is DIY, because it's a lot cheaper. So I'll provide links to all different places you can get the stones in the sidebar to give you the best option for the cheapest way to do it. So my phone, about 10-15 bucks. So I'll speak to you guys soon, and that's all for now. See ya!